Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager, the Underdog Challenge. Today we're running episode 39 and we're going to Brazil, to Rio de Janeiro. I don't think we've run this race either yet, so very fun to see the more sunny Brazil. Only 4 more races, so as you can see we have our home race still on the docket, Australia. We also still have Canada and then the US Grand Prix for the second time. Last time we did pretty good in both of those. As you can see, we got third in both the US and in Canada. So let's see if we can, do that again. But first, Brazil. Brazil is mainly about the engines, the high-speed corners, and the acceleration. I think engines and accelerations are our 2 best parts right now. As you can see, we'd be in first if we actually used our illegal parts, which we're of course not doing. But even without that, we're pretty mid-table with our legal parts, 7th and 6th, so not too bad. High-speed corners, obviously, dead last. We're not working on it at all. This is also the part that we're spec parting next season. We already have that vote through, so let's see. I fixed the pit crew. I also renewed everyone's contracts because it was getting a bit low. I think there was only 5 races left, so don't want to make that mistake again. We have a 0.1 mistake chance here on Bradley, but there really isn't anyone I would swap him out for at the moment. Everyone is just kind of very tired or bad. I guess we could do this, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so we have 0% across the board. Everyone's contracts are renewed. There is a few people that are like close to a burnout, I think, because here, Cargo here and Lerardo are both, yeah, not doing so hot. They have a lot of stamina loss. Let's let them rest for a while. And let's continue onward. All right, Tullipano's car actually got, well, quite damaged, let's say. More than Volhovski's, but that's okay. And let's see what the interviewers have for us. All right, Arnold. Luciano Romero's agent has been telling reporters all over town that you're interested in signing his client up next season. Is this true? Well, we might as well. Let's butter her up and see what she's got. She is not very marketable. That's the first thing to look at, of course. She has an addictive personality. All right, well, that sucks for you. She's a wet weather struggler. And apart from that, her stats are just not where you want them to be honest. Her focus is atrocious, which means she can make a lot of mistakes or crash or whatever. Fitness is also bad. Smoothness is bad. And these 3 are all rather important if you want to make a title challenge. Obviously, the cornering, the overtaking, the adaptability, and feedback are all really good, but I don't think Luciana here is worth the hassle, especially considering the marketability. We just need someone that has at least, like, let's say, 70% or higher to maintain our 5-star sponsors. And let's keep going. Car repair is finished. We are currently working on a new set of brakes. Not going to be working anymore on the engines and the gearboxes. We're good on that, I think. Suspension, I think we're also sort of at the max, but maybe we'll make one more. Brakes, we're definitely making more, and maybe we will start working on a front wing. We do have to be careful. With only 4 races left, there really isn't that much development time and performance tuning time left. I think soon we'll be done with improving all these parts. Well, actually, I say soon, but not really the case, is it? We're almost done with the gearboxes at least, but the engines are still going to take quite a while. Yeah, 11 days after the race. That means we'd have like 2.5 more races left after all this work is done. We're going to get 1 more brake set in there, I think. I don't think we'll be making another one. So yeah, improving this one is fine. And then we'll have 1 more brake set coming in. And apart from that, really, it'll only be like either another suspension, because this one is already maxed out. Or maybe a front wing. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Let's first see. The brakes are almost done. We're also going to be voting. And I definitely don't want this. So we're going to be voting on qualifying-based grids with 3 sessions. I don't like qualifying, so I would very much oppose this. It's split into 3 phases, just sort of like in the real deal, where you go into Q1. If you finish above a certain top place, you get to go to Q2. If you then again finish above a certain top place, I think it's 15th and then 10th, and then you get to try in Q3. And based on that, eventually it ladders up all the fastest times, and you get your starting grid. So yeah, as you can see, you're eliminated, and then you make it to Q3. Also, very important actually to note, you'd have to start the race on your tires from Q2. So if you run super softs, you have to start on super softs. If you run softs, you have to start on softs, etc. That's not too impressive here, because here you're allowed to just run whatever you want. You can just run super softs all the way through, like 3 stints, all super softs. But there's also actually rules, for example, in the real F1, I think, where you have to do 2 different type of tires, I think. Well, I'm not exactly versed on F1. I just like watching it. I'm not very good at the rules. But then it actually becomes important what you do. I think at least in the Formula 1 game, it's like that. But I'm not sure it is in real Formula 1. I assume so. Yeah, we're just going to vote against. We have a lot of votes still. I'll keep those. But let's vote 1 against. And it seems like no one wants this. So I'm happy with that. All right. What will be the last race? 27 laps race on average. We might vote for that, but I'm not sure yet. All right. Let's get our new brake set. Tullipano apparently has a cold. That's gonna impact him probably for next race. Everything -1. That sucks, but it's okay. We'll manage. All right. So that is our second brake set, which brings it to 465. Can go up to 484. I don't think there was another good component to get, because we don't have the next. Yeah, we could do this. That brings us to a 524. Obviously, this would have been really good, but yeah, we don't have the brake facility to the next level yet. 524 is honestly not that much, and we have to work quite hard just to even get it there. Suspension, I think we also didn't really have anything great. We could do this. This one. That's 545. I think we had 475, so that's actually quite a big improvement. Does take quite a while. Well, 2 days before race, we would still be done, which is not too bad. It is gonna take a crazy amount of time though to get this performance work all the way to the end. And then we still have the front wing that we could work on. I mean, this is a pretty good part just to get a quick little fix. 475. What is our current front wing? 400, yeah. We're in 9th already, so that means if we were to get that 475, we might be sort of mid-table with the front wing. It is rather cheap, and it would be like a very quick win, let's say. Just don't know if we have the time to still do it. This one is obviously just not a very big improvement. It gets you like 30, so I don't think we'll be doing the brake. Even though the brake is a bit more important than these two. Yeah. So we're gonna get our brake sets to 449, and well, it is a big improvement over our backup brake, let's say, even upgraded, but that is about it, honestly. We also need to do this, by the way. Yeah, our brake set is just not too great, but I think we'll make one more suspension, because that is quite a substantial upgrade. Yes, it's going to take ages, but eventually we can just focus on only like 1 or 2 parts that we keep making. And this will also give us time to work on the old parts first, because it's going to take so long for the suspension to be finished. So I think I'm fine with that. All right, looks like Singapore is being run and the Phoenix GP. Let's see how that goes. Phoenix first in the World Motorsport Championship. And there we go again. Yeah. AVO is already feeling better. Okay, so it was actually still quite a bit before the next race. That's good. That means in Rio he won't be having a cold. Alright, yeah, this is sort of what we're looking for. Because we left this spot open for ages just because we never got any decent upfront payment offers. But this one is really good. 2 million is a very nice little bonus. And we wouldn't have gotten anything else anyway, so I still feel sort of vindicated in not picking anything up. Because we never even got close to first, I think, in the last few races. Let's see, Tullipano. No, I think we left it open for at least 2 races. And we got third, and 6th. And then I don't even know what we got in the Emirates, I think, or Dubai that was. Yeah, I think we didn't do so well. I'm not even sure that we got our 7th bonus. So, yeah, so the new suspension is done now. 454, very nice. I don't think we'll be making another though, because we don't. Well, we could go like this, this, I guess. 485. It would take so long to get this up to a decent level. And it's an upgrade of what, like 60? Not even 60 somehow. Wait, what am I doing different? That. This. That. This. That's strange. Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, 585 is pretty good, but it's like only a 40 improvement. It takes so long to get it there. Not sure. I guess it would be nice to have like both parts be really good, because this one is only at 475. I'm not sure. Yeah. We also still have quite a few parts that need to be brought up to snuff. I mean, these are all soon done. How many parts would we have left to work on? I don't think we're doing a new brake set anymore. That just seems... 524... 485, yeah. How are we currently doing on brakes? We're in 9th, but if we put it on, probably 4th, 5th. I don't think that last brake will matter that much. We're definitely not working on the engine and the gearbox anymore. Front wing is debatable, rear wing definitely not, because we're speccing it. That means either it's suspension or front wing. And if we're gonna do suspension, we should do it now, since we don't have that many races left. I'm just worried if we'll still be able to finish all of these parts in time. I guess one more suspension wouldn't hurt. And it is quite a substantial upgrade. It also means we can actually stop improving. Oh no, we already improved it, so that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay doing one more suspension, just because it's such a substantial upgrade. We could maybe actually get ourselves to like tier 1, basically. Let's do this, that, and this. And it would be a huge upgrade over our 2nd suspension. I want both cars ideally to be competitive next season. And 475 is fine, but not nearly as good, obviously, as 580. Yeah, AVO is better. Rio de Janeiro, 26 lap race, sorry. 35% chance of rain, high speed circuit. We'll get ultra softs and super softs. Interesting. Yeah, I don't particularly care about a forecasting center, thank you. I think we've been doing decently enough with the rain, even without one. We might build one if we promote to the World Motorsport Championship, just to give us that edge, but right now, don't particularly care. Alright. Travel to Rio de Janeiro. And let's get ready. Alright, so I think again, we're just gonna go for 7th. I don't really see the benefit of doing these. We'll bring mainly ultra soft and do something like this. Yeah. Parts should be fine. We haven't been switching up parts now, I think, for 3 or 4 races. Is fine. Looking like a fun little track. And let's see what we can do here in sunny Rio. Looking like a nice little city map with lots of greenery. Alright. Farah is looking horrible. What did you do? Do you have like an injury or something? Why are you only 1.5 stars? Not even 1.5, like 1.25. Very strange. Alright, handling. Bit of top speed. Probably just do ultra softs. I think we'll get something like 9 laps out of them. That should be enough for a 2-stopper. But let's have a look. Tullipano is much more representative of both our drivers. 10 laps actually. Probably 10 for Tullipano and 9 for Fohovsky, because I think Fohovsky's smoothness is a little bit worse. So probably either way we'll do fine doing oh, do I have to put you on super or ultra? Yeah, either way we'll do a 2-stop ultra, but we'll have to see because I think Fohovsky is a little bit worse in this regard. Yeah, race trim. And let's go. Do have to bring them in immediately again. Sheesh. And there you go. Alright. Not too great. Very poor on the wings. But the other things looked okay. Let's see. Let's bring you somewhere like here. Let's go the left way for handling and a little bit to the right maybe for speed balance. See how that shakes out. And you, same thing actually, on the downforce you're the worst, but on the other two, excellent. Which is unfortunate because these 2 sliders also impact the other 2, so means we're gonna have to finagle our way back a little. Nope. Nope. Let's see, maybe we get to excellent on the speed balance. If not, also fine. We know where the great is at least. Alright, one more in and out. And let's see how they do. Good, great, great. If you're in the 90%, I think I'm gonna call it. Yep, there you go. You go out and just race for a little while. And you were actually great, great, perfect, or excellent. So, same thing. Go out, have fun. Come back when we have tier 3 knowledge, and then we'll practice a little bit on the supers. And a little bit of qualifying training, I suppose. Alright. It's gonna rain. I don't particularly care for practicing on the inters. Yeah, I would much rather actually... I know this is gonna give us less information. But it does look like it'll stop raining soon anyway, so we won't get too much knowledge out of inters. I would rather just keep practicing on the ultras and get that tier 3, even though it's going a lot slower, as you can see. Yeah, there you go. How it's going. I don't want to bring them in and then have to bring them in again after the rain quits, because we were barely, as you can see, making the ultra soft tier 3 as is. Oh, actually with a lot of rain now still at the end. Come on, make it. We actually went fully through the tires with Farah. All right, there you go. Good job. Yeah, we barely made it as is. We wouldn't have made tier 3 if we brought them in. So you are basically running on your rims right now. Don't do that in real life. That's not good for your car. But in the game, it's fine. Really disappointed. Yeah, that's completely fine. We got the buff we wanted. All right, rain on qualifying. That is very interesting. It does look like it's gonna stop. So I'm content waiting a little bit actually and not sending them out. I guess this doesn't matter so much. Yeah, I'm content waiting for a little bit at least. And just seeing what the rain is gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna dry up, so I don't think there's any point actually going out now. Yeah, I know you want to go out. Completely fine. So yeah, now we're gonna send them out on the ultras, because there's just no point. Like, they're gonna be way slower. There you go. They're gonna be way slower on inters than on ultras, so I would much rather actually try for the dry lap. It's a shame it's not gonna rain again, because then we could have, yeah, tried a lot more, let's say. But it's okay. We could have gotten much higher if it started raining again, because the AI probably wouldn't time it right. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully they're not stuck behind too many people on wets and inters. Looks like the run for Tullipano is going fine. Yeah, you can see the speed difference between us and someone that's still on his wets or his slicks. It's an insane difference. I think we'll bring him out immediately again. Some people might not be timing their... Yeah, it is going to rain again actually, so people might not actually be timing their runs as well as they should. I think one person at least is. Ingadu and Taurus are both going to be on ultras. Arata and Kranz are going to be, but they might be too late. It's gonna start raining again soon. I don't think there's any point in us going out again, but we might as well. I don't see us setting a better pace. Yeah, it is raining a little. We'll bring out, I guess, on inters, or maybe one more just ultra soft. Just send them out on the same one. See how that does. I wonder what that's gonna do for their lap times. I think Ingledu is setting a really good pace. So both Ingledu and Taurus are probably gonna be above us. I don't know anyone else here. With this rain, it's sort of not on a great position for them, let's just say. Yeah, they didn't set any good lap time actually. They're already on their in-lap. Means we're gonna probably get a 1-2. I don't think this is gonna do anything, by the way, because yeah, it's still wet on track, but... some people are setting some good times now. Let's see. The last few people coming in. Nope, all on their in-laps. Yeah, I think the rain really saved us there. That little bit of rain at the end. Yeah, even our guys couldn't improve, which is pretty normal. They're on old tires, but still. I think only Navarro actually got ahead of us, and I don't think anyone else will be setting a better lap than us. That's very nice. Okay. Well, the trick worked. I think one of you said that in the comments, like 5 or 6 or 7 episodes ago. So thanks for that tip. Yeah, as you can see, the AI does not know how to handle rain well. They stayed out for way too long on the inters. Then when they finally switched to the slicks, it actually took way too long to still get their in-lap or their out-lap going. And then, yeah, their hot lap was obviously just garbage, because at that point it was wet again on the track. And that cost you just way too much time. So that is a nice 1-3 for us. Also immediately getting a 300,000 bonus just for starting on qualifying. And I think it also earns us a point immediately. So very nice there. I don't think we'll be doing fuel economy. We could. and maybe save and try and do a 2-stop, but I don't think the ultra softs will last that long. Same here, yeah, we could pick the super soft tires lasting longer, but again, I don't think we can make our fuel in that case work as long. So for both drivers, we don't really have that option. We're gonna be having about 10 laps. It is rather warm, so we won't be able to push them too hard, but that's okay. That definitely means we're not starting on supers, because yeah, we might have to conserve our tires for the heating anyway. Vovsky is going to be on 9 laps, yeah, just like I thought, because his smoothness is kind of mediocre, 13 instead of 17. So that costs you about a full lap. I think this is okay. We get 11 laps worth of fuel, so that's a little bit longer for Vovsky on his Ultras and a little bit less long on Tulipanos. As always, of course, we want a 1 fuel full lap differential between the two. So let's think a little bit. Who are we going to make go pit first? And I think that has to be Vovsky. That also means we're going to let Vovsky be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, Tullipano has more like tire life, let's say, to play with. I think Vovsky needs to be more aggressive with his fuel and tires. Well, his tires are going to be more aggressive by default, so we can sort of keep the tires level. It's just about getting the fuel right. We also have to be careful on the... Oh, actually, we might not even want to go too aggressive on the driving styles. Because the Ultras, obviously, they have a lot higher clip. So I'm wondering if we can even make it to the gauges, let's say, that the game gives you. 25%, I think, is for the Ultra Soft. Which is substantial. Let's say that's 1/4 of your tire life. No, it's 20, I think. 20. Yeah, because supers are 15. Yeah, so 20% on the Ultras. That is dangerous. But with the high temperature, anyway, we're probably going to be conserving quite a bit. So let's see. All right, a 1-3 start. We're not afraid of it, so we immediately lose first place to Navarro here. Very unfortunate. Oh, and then Tullipano just runs wide and immediately goes down to 13th. Well, that is a disaster start for you, Tullipano. That means Vovsky is actually going to be our go-to guy. So let's immediately bring back the fuel and the driving style on Tullipano. And let's see if Vovsky can hold out for a little while. Wow. Disaster start for Tullipano. Went from pole to 20th. What are you doing? Your driver form is 6.5. What happened? Alright. Okay. Could not have asked for a worse start, basically. I think we're gonna be bringing back both their tires now. We need to make them last. It is gonna cost us a lot of spots. Anyway, it's only basically about 300,000, you know, we're not fighting for promotion or anything. I also think we're not gonna go above our 5th spot in the Constructor Championship by a lot, but obviously it's nice to win races, and Tullipano just did us a huge disservice. He went literally just from... It's like the challenge, you know, when you go from last to first, but he did the challenge of going from first to last, which I think is a lot easier because you just have to steer wide once, but... Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Vovsky is still in 5th. Tullipano is sort of battling in the bottom here, but yeah, I'm sort of giving up on you for this race, buddy. I don't know about that. Very interesting. I think we've done 2 laps now. We want to be doing at least... We wanted to do 9 with you, didn't we? Yeah. That means we need to do 7 more. Do we feel like we can do 7 more on this? Honestly, that's looking iffy. I think we're gonna bring you back to medium now and also start conserving your tires. Because you need to do 8 more then. Which is also looking iffy, by the way. So I'm not sure about that. Everyone else is running their tires rather aggressively. Either way, we don't want to do that because of the track temperature. Let's start conserving and see where we can go. Yeah, Tullipano, this is just not your race, buddy. I don't know what happened. Maybe your engine just blew out or something, but forget about you. Wojcicki is our main guy right now, fighting for sponsor objectives. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you're slowly getting overtaken. It makes sense because we're just giving you less to work with, let's say. But yeah, we do have to conserve our tires just a little bit. Next, I mean, obviously we also, you know, we have really bad tire wear life and whatever else because of the options we chose at the start of the season. Hopefully next season we can pick, we built up a little bit of a bank, let's say, and we're also going to obviously still get end of season money and whatever else. So I'm hoping that we'll actually be able to pick pretty good parts like fuel efficiency, tire wear, tire heating, whatever else, so that we can really challenge next season. And that should also make these like tire lives a lot easier to deal with. Basically this entire season we've disadvantaged ourselves. I quickly stopped play because I would just want to check on Wojcicki. We've done 4 laps. Means we need to do 5 more. I think we should be able to do it, but it is tricky because we only have about 40% left. But we did run a bit aggressively at the start, so if need be, we can go back to blue level. Because I do really want to make the 2-stopper with only ultra softs work, but we'll see how we do. In terms of fuel, we should be fine sort of running like this now. We can also start running you on orange now. And we just lost 7th. Makes sense because we are running rather conservative. Yeah, you can see other drivers are running their tires way more aggressive than us, but still we are struggling because our tire life is a little bit lower than theirs, so that does suck. But it's okay. You can't get past. Perfectly fine. We're on 50% now. Whoosh. Yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna make 9. I think this looks like an 8. Unless we go on blue. Fuel life, because you need to do 4 more. That is not looking likely at all, to be honest. But let's bring you back a little. And see what we can do. You're definitely gonna get overtaken because I did that. Because, yeah, blue level takes substantial time off. But I think it's the only way we're gonna make 3 more laps happen. So that's just the way it is. I think you can probably just go to green now. That's okay. And probably same for you now, because we also don't want to go to the greening tire life, of course. Done 7, need to do 2 more. Probably run you on red at least for a little while. Yeah, that should be okay. Give you a little bit more power in that regard. You need to just do orange. Tire temperature is going down a little. Might need to go to yellow soon-ish. First people are coming in the pits now. I think we should be able to do 1 more lap with you and 2 more with you. So it barely worked out, but we had to run blue for quite a bit. Really sucks. I feel like Tullipano would have been like in 4th or 5th if he didn't do what he did. But, well, I guess people make mistakes, so... Our Italian has helped us out greatly in the past 2 seasons, so... Let's not hold him to the same standard as a new driver who just majorly messed up. We need to go back to high mode. And... we'll run green for a little bit more and then bring them both to yellow, I think. Should be okay. I don't think he'll be hitting his cliff soon. Yeah, probably now is going to be time to go to yellow, so we don't grain. With the temperature being as it is, yellow should definitely just bring it back up, let's say. And I think you barely not grain, but that is very much a barely. Yeah, maybe last corner you'll start getting hit a little bit. Alright, let's bring you back to another ultra soft. give you the full pit fuel, and as always, fast. Yeah, not too happy about how so far this race is going, but well, sometimes your drivers make some mistakes. Bowski going into the pits, Tullipano going for one more lap. Probably going to bring you back to green again, because 6% is not a lot, to be honest. This stop went good for Bowski, looks like. He's refueling. Perfect. Start burning your fuel just sort of on high mode, I think. Should be okay. Yeah, you might hit your cliff. That is unfortunate. Bring you to blue for a little while. We're teetering on the edge, basically, of hitting that cliff, but yeah, it is what it is. We only have 16 laps, so that is perfectly fine. We'll be able to run him a bit more aggressive on the next stint. I think we'll barely make it. Or maybe like hit it one, yeah. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we hit the cliff as soon as we came into the pits, so that's very much okay, of course. Provisionally here in 5th, but you're gonna get overtaken by quite a few people soon. Makes sense. Yeah, some other people are now getting out of the pits right ahead of you. Let's leave it on yellow-orange for a little bit. We might again just pull back the tires a little bit. Let's see, when do we want to pit with Wachowski? We need to do 9 laps, so that's like around lap 17 or so. Just a bit dangerous, but we'll see. I think it might bring you down a little bit, just also because of the temperature being the way it is. Let's just conserve them a little bit. Alright, got into 9th with one person going onto new tires. Everyone else seems to be on super soft, so that should help our lap times compared to them. Got lay over here. But yeah. Bring it back to this. There's about a 10% differential between Tullipano and Velski on the tires, so we can probably even conserve Velski, whereas we let Tullipano just do his thing for a little bit. We only need a 1 lap differential, and they already have a 1 lap differential because Tullipano is just better at conserving his tires. Yeah, your form went down a little bit. I can see that after that first corner where you just decided to go into the sand for a little while. In terms of fuel, we're completely fine, obviously. We could even start running red. Maybe a little bit. Don't have that much time left in the race, so let's do red for a little while. Give ourselves a little bit more power. 13 laps remaining. It means to do, say, 4 or 5 more with Wachowski, which should be fine. I think I'm okay with running it like this. I don't want to go on orange mode anyway because of the temperature, and we're barely making our full stints as is, so perfectly fine with this, to be honest. And let's keep on keeping on. All right. 12 laps remaining. I want to do about 3 to 4 more with Volksky here, which he should be able to do. I think there is a helicopter outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Tullipano slowly getting back up there. Volksky is pushing a little bit towards 8th, but not sure he's going to be able to make that. Are we doing 4 more or 5 more with Volksky? That is the question. Sorry, 4 or 3, not 5. You're obviously not making 5. With 11 laps remaining, if we can do 3 more, I think that's fine. Which means we could just run on overtake mode for a little while. And then we're doing 4 more with you. Which means we'll probably take you back to orange soon-ish. Also means if we're only doing 3 more, we can definitely just go to yellow mode. Yeah, I think this is okay. Let's start bringing you down to high then, and then for you soon. You can do red for a little while longer, but need to go back to... Oh, actually it's gonna rain. No, but that's not enough. Fair enough, but there is no way anyone is switching to inters for that little drizzle of rain, and you'd still have to go back to slicks immediately. I think we're completely fine staying on the ultras here. That's just so little rain, and it doesn't look like it's gonna keep on going. I didn't even check, to be honest, and I should have, with 35% chance predicted. So this would have... It would have been okay. We could have hit it right now and probably still make it. But this is okay as well. Might hit you on the next lap, to be honest. Yeah, maybe better. I think. Well, let's see. If we were to pit now, how much time would we have left? 9 laps remaining. That would be a little tight. We could give ourselves that 1 lap differential. The problem is that messes up Tullipano's flow a little bit as well, because he can make them last way longer. So I think I'm okay doing this. And we'll run the engine quite hot to counteract. We're not fixing any parts. Everything is looking decent enough. That also means we can just run red a little bit. You then can also go on overtake mode, because we're only doing 1 more lap with Tullipano. I don't think anyone should be switching to any inters or anything. That would be strange, let's say. Alright, Wolski coming in for his final pit. Wheels looking good. Fuel looking alright. No error, please. There you go. Alright, and out you go again. Need to run your... a little bit conservative, let's say. Give you a little bit of push. Gonna be pitting you. We want the roundup bonus, so let's bring you to something like that. Yeah, that's perfect. 8 laps remaining. We're gonna run you at red the entire time. We might, honestly. But then we probably want 11 laps worth. I think that's okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, no one else is switching either. I wouldn't have thought so, but good to check. Alright, let's bring in Tullipano. He's only gonna have 8 laps to do, so he can run his tires a little bit aggressive if need be. And in you go. Do need to be a little bit careful with Wolski here. Run you just like that, maybe. Give you a little bit of overtake mode. And no mistakes again. Very nice on Tullipano's side. Probably run you something like this, maybe. You're right behind Wolski, which is either a good sign or a bad sign. It either means Tullipano is gaining or Wolski is slowing down. Lots of people, everyone ahead of us still needs to pit, but oh, both of their engines just... Yeah, let's bring you back. I think I'm fine with running you. 48% is fine. More worried about your engine. Let's run you on orange for the rest of the race, actually. We don't have that many laps left. Yeah, 7, but still. Yeah. A lot of people are just way ahead of us, so probably not gaining too many spots, to be honest. It's also a very short pit lane, so as soon as they're out basically. That means we're not overtaking probably any, maybe this guy. Yeah, okay. Not too great. There's still a lot of people ahead of us. Like, these guys were definitely overtaking, I think. Like, everything from maybe the Graaf onward. But no one in the top 4 is getting out behind us, for sure. Let's bring your temperature down a little. And I think you should both be fine making it till the end. Yeah, only 6 laps remaining. If need be, we can always pull it back, of course, but looking perfectly fine. So let's speed up a bit. We obviously don't have too much to do anymore. Gonna get out ahead of... I think we got out ahead of... Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I figured. Okay, well, that's not bad, honestly. We need to bring you back soon-ish on the temperature. Yeah, you're getting worried as well, but I think with 5 laps remaining, I think I'm fine running red. You just overtook Bohovsky finally. That's perfectly fine. Need to bring you back though. There you go. Can't be... Yeah, Bohovsky is losing some spots now. I mean, he is obviously in a bad car. It's honestly a wonder that he even held on to what he did, like mid-table, let's say, despite starting in 3rd. It was obviously a bit of a fluke with the rain happening. So I didn't expect too much of him. I did expect a lot more of Tullipano, to be honest. You have proven in past races to be able to compete. I guess if you look at it from a certain perspective, he fought his way all the way from the back to 9th, but you could also see it from the perspective that he first lost all those spots to begin with, so... Yeah. Interesting how that went. 4 more laps left, 3 more after Vidal here crosses the finish, I think. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the engine of Tullipano, to be honest. With 3 laps left, that should be fine. Can probably go back to neutral now as well. I don't think we'll be challenging Larson for the 7th spot. Unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. I think we have to start conserving you a little bit again. If you're gonna do 3 more... Tullipano will definitely be fine. It's more Bohovsky I'm worried about a little. Let's keep him on green. Just to be sure. Yeah, your rear wing is starting to look dodgy. But... Oh. That is not good. Bring you back a little. Just want to get the temperature down. There you go. Maybe we do you on green now as well. And... I think we should be fine on fuel. Even on red. Yeah, you want to pit. That makes perfect sense. Need you on blue, to be honest. Final lap, but definitely need to bring back Bohovsky's. Yeah, you might even hit the cliff. I should have maybe brought you to blue a little bit quicker. Tullipano is going to be absolutely fine, though. Both on fuel and on... Well, yeah, you need to go to high. But I think we can bring you to yellow again, so that should keep you ahead of Kanjiro over there. Who is also conserving a little, so that's fine. You are probably going to hit your clip. So that sucks a little. We'll give you a little bit of extra fuel, maybe to compensate, but... He's definitely hitting his cliff, it's just a matter of when. It'll probably be around... here. Maybe here. Which is fine, to be honest. I don't think he'll get overtaken, but... Just a bit unfortunate. You're going to be perfectly fine. You're not going to get overtaken. No. Just about you now. Yeah, like I thought, around here you're probably going to hit it, but... That's what it is. Well, not. Wow, okay. Held on right till the end there. Nice. Alright, well, 9th and 13th. Not what we wanted after starting 1st and 3rd, but we still got 300,000 just for getting that pole position. I think we also got a full point for pole position, so... In the end, we got 1 point from this race. A lot better than no points, but to be honest, I did expect a little bit more from Tullipano after he got that pole. He has the better car. Just unfortunate he made a horrible driver error. Normally those only cost you like maybe 5, 6, 7 spots, but I don't know what he did, but that cost him the entire grid basically. So unfortunate, but oh, 2 points is actually for pole, so nice. In the end, not too bad. Gained some points, kept our 5th spot. We are a little bit in danger of getting overtaken by Kruger here. I don't think there's any way we're getting 4th. So it's really about getting that, or keeping the 5th spot. But well, at least we did some good business with that pole position. Just a shame Tullipano couldn't give it a follow-up. I think in terms of strategy, we did absolutely fine. We made no pit mistakes, so really down to the driver on this one, but that's okay. Sometimes you make some mistakes, and we have been quite lucky with no crashes or anything this season, so we'll give you this one, Avio. Next time, you'll do better, I'm sure. All right, 1.7 mil, nice little extra cash bonus. And yeah, near the end of the season, we'll be obviously getting a lot more cash as prize money and whatever else. So I'm definitely not worried about our financial situation going into season 5. But let's see how that goes. All right. 3 more races on the docket. Our home race is up next in Sydney. That will be very fun, I think. We need to be very careful now with the parts that we're doing. We have only 3 races left. I think after that suspension, we might not do too much anymore. Maybe a brake set that doesn't need any upgrading for performance or something like that. But we'll be very careful from now on because we just don't have that much time left. I think we're going to be working, what was it, like 13 days after race still to finish out all the engine, gearboxes, and whatever else we had. Probably means we're going to be working on those suspensions till the end of the season. So any other part that we're making has to be an immediate upgrade and not a max upgrade. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to be wasting money. And we don't do that in this series, do we? All right, I think that's a good time to wrap it up. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.